What is up, guys? It's DJ Martini Midwest Reviews coming at you with a tutorial on how to use banana clips or banana plugs, some audio connectors. So I just wanted to make a video. I had some people asking about how to get this done, how to use them, and I thought I'd just make a quick video to show you guys how to get that done. I've been making some tutorials, so I figured I would throw this one in there as well. So guys, thanks for tuning in to DJ Martini Midwest Reviews. If you guys are interested in review videos on different items, various, sometimes some DJ equipment, audio equipment, just tech in general, I do all kinds of valued items, things I don't see a lot of videos out there on, or just things that were at a value and I really want to bring them to you. I will bring you a video on it, guys, and you guys can roll with me and check out a review video on some different items. So thank you guys so much, guys. Thank you to all my subscribers. You guys are always awesome, very positive with the feedback, and just always trying to help me make better videos for you guys. Thank you guys so much. So today, let's get into the banana clips. There's different kinds you can pick up, guys, so there's all kinds of price points and things. I'll leave some links on a few different kinds. You can get different amounts of them. You can get 4, you can get 12, you can, all kinds of things. So there's all kinds of prices, and there's also 2 different types of banana clips that I know of. And like I said, this is a tutorial of just how I would do it, guys. There's a lot of ideas, and there's no wrong way to get it done, but this is how I would get them done and kind of show you how they work and that type of thing. So one last thing, guys, thank you guys so much again. Check out my 3 links too. Also have a Midwest Raider. If you guys are interested in Raider videos, dgmartinimidwest.com, DG Martini Services on Facebook as well, if you guys want to send me a message or anything as well. So thank you guys so much. Let's get into these. So banana clips. So these are 2 different kinds of banana clips here. You can see that I have this one done already, and then I have this guy here. These are 2 different types. One is like a screw type where they have screws inside of them that will clamp down on the wire, and the other one's like a crimp type where it will crimp down on the wire and hold the wire in this way. So these ones are the crimp type here, and these ones are the screw type that will screw down on them. Now these aren't the screw type aren't adjustable tops, so it kind of depends. These the tops are adjustable, so you can see that I can take those off, and I just had it fall down on me, and so you can take those off and buy different size tips for various speakers. Most of them are pretty universal, but some might have a bigger inlet on the speakers, and I kind of wanted to show you that. So like I said, these basically make it easier to connect to your speakers. So your speakers are going to have these inlets here. Now most people know that if you loosen these up here, I'll loosen this one up here, you can see that there's a hole in there, right there. And then you would just put your speaker wire, your raw speaker wire like this. You would just stick that in that hole, and then you would just clamp down that all the way down onto your speaker wire. Now these banana clips make it so that you can just plug the clips right into your speakers. So you just go ahead and plug that right in, and you're good to go. So it makes it a lot faster, makes your job a lot easier. It does take a little time to put these together, like I said, but in the long run it'll make everything faster, especially if you're disconnecting speakers a lot, moving things around a lot. Maybe it's for like a DJ type speaker, you're still using some old amps and old speakers, and you just want to plug in really quick. You don't want to have to worry about clamping down speaker wires and that type of thing. These make your life a lot easier. Now like I said, there is a little price point on them, so they do cost a little money, but like I said, it will make your life easier and make setup and takedown a lot easier as well. Even with home theater, a lot of people use these for home theater. It makes things easier. You don't have to worry about disconnecting and connecting things, especially if you move things around a lot. So all right, guys, let's get in how to get these done. Now, there's a few tools you will need to get this job done. You need some wire cutters. like this, or some wire strippers like this. You just put the wire in, clamp them down, and you'll reveal some wire, some exposed wire. Very, very easy to use. You'll need a very, very small screwdriver, a flathead screwdriver, or if you have one of these little precision screwdriver sets, they work really good. You'll always find a use for them if you pick one up. They're under $10 at Walmart, so you can pick one of these up. You'll be able to use them for maybe a watch battery or little toys that you have to change the batteries on, and they have those little screws in there to keep the battery lid from coming off. There's a lot of different uses for them, so I would always suggest to go ahead and pick one of those up. I will link one in the description just for if you guys are interested, but some screwdriver sets will have at least one screwdriver that's really, really small, and so that might work for you as well. But you just need a really small flathead screwdriver. Okay, guys? So those are the 3 things you'll need, and then all you need is the banana clips themselves, depending on what you pick up. Like I said, there's 2 different kinds. One is a crimp style, and one is like a screw down style. I personally like the ones that screw and screw down on the wire. Those are my favorite. I think they have the tightest grip, and they're gonna hold very, very well. The crimp style, they're just really finicky, and they're a lot harder to install. Some people like them, depending on which ones you get, but they're just a little bit harder to install, and I don't think the hold is as great, but they do work. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and show you the crimp style first, because that one's a little bit harder. So here's some exposed wire, guys. Like I said, really easy. Just strip the wire back with your wire strippers, put it in the right gauge, and then just strip it back. Or like if you use this style, all you gotta do is put the wire in there and then just give it a click, and it'll expose you some wire there. Now we have the exposed wire here, right there. Now here is my like I said, so this is all one piece right here. Like I said, you can take the tip off, but this is all one piece right here. Okay, and then this is the top. Okay, so on these ones, you have to go ahead, take the top of this, feed your wire through. There you go, like that. Now it's through, and then the wire is gonna fold over. You see how I kind of have it curved? It's gonna fold over the top. Okay, now when you're using, this is very thin wire. This is like 20 gauge wire. If you're using thick 12 gauge wire, like thicker wire, you're going to have more wire to work with. So you're going to be able to spread, I don't know if it's going to focus, but you're going to be able to spread this wire around the top of this a little bit more, and that's what people do. That way it's not all bunched up in one area. So you can see that I'm kind of smashing that down, and it's at least fed around the top of it, but all on one side. Now it doesn't have to be on one side, but they'll feed it all the way around, and they'll like have maybe like 1 or 2 strands all around, but it is hanging over the edge, and you can't have it clumped because the top won't screw down on it. That's why these are a little harder to use. So now that I have that all smashed down, I have the wire probably around it, around the top a lot. Some people go all the way around, but like I said, it doesn't really matter as long as you're able to put the top on. I am able to get the top on. Now I'm going to screw this all the way down as much as I can get it. Now that is going to real tight. All right, and that is clamped down. That is not going anywhere. That is clamped down on the wire, and that's how these work. Okay, guys. So these are the clamp type, kind of the thread down on type. This is hooked up with the same way. I don't have my tip on there. I think it just fell off right now. So I'll grab that later, but just to show you that everything worked, it is clamped down, and that is how they work. So it's clamped down, you are ready to go, and go ahead and plug those in. All right. These ones are a little bit different. So you can see right there, there's a screw right there, and there's a screw right there. Right there. Now these are going to screw down onto the wire. This is all one solid piece here. You can't take these off or anything, all solid piece. And then this is the cover that goes over the top of this. And then it's gonna look like this one here once you get it all done. So let me take the top of this one off, which slides over the top of it. Now you can see those are all clamped down on the wire, and then this will slide back over. Okay guys? So let's go ahead and do this one. So you're gonna loosen those out as far as you can, and you'll be able to see on the back side how loose they are. And then I cut my wire short, so there's only a little bit of wire exposed. That way I can just, on the first screw here is just going to clamp down on the wire, and then the second screw is going to clamp down on a little bit of the plastic sheathing on the wire. That way that's going to hold like very, very well. It's going to be a good grip onto the wire. Now, some people might, you know, just put the wire in there and have both of them grip down on just bare wire. That's up to you guys. Like I said, this is just the way I do it. If it makes sense to you, do it this way. If you want to do it the other way and, you know, just hook up onto the wire, that's fine too, guys. But like I said, this just makes a little bit more sense, and it's going to be a really good hold as well, because that screw is going to screw down into that kind of sheathing, kind of stick to it, and it's going to make a really good hold instead of just holding on the wire itself. All right, so we're going to go ahead and just put that in there. I kind of twist this up and flatten the end a little bit, and then it just goes right in. And I'll push it down, and then we're going to take our little small screwdriver and just screw that all the way down. All right, to save some time, you see that I'm screwing that down. I'm going to get out of focus here because it's kind of hard to hold this screw at the same time. It would be easier to do it if I set it down, so I'm going to go do that. So I'm just screwing it down. All right. And you'll know if you did it wrong because I missed it. Probably because I was holding it up in the air for you guys. All right, let's try that one more time. I'm going to screw that out. And I'm going to push this all the way in and down into there. And then I'm going to go ahead and hold it and clamp that wire. All right, I got it that time. All right. And then the second one, like I said, I'll screw that, and it's going to go into that sheathing a little bit. Let's clamp it down as hard, as tight as I can. And see, that ain't going nowhere. That's on there tight, guys. And the last thing you have to do is just put that top cap back on. And boom, these are ready to hook into your speaker. I'll go ahead and do that. And then you usually, when I put them on the wire, you know, usually my white or, you know, silver cable, depending on what kind you have, some will have like a white line, is usually my negative. And then you notice that this has a red. And I'll just know that usually, you know, my solid cable is negative, and then my striped cable, the way I do it, is positive. People do it different ways. So usually like my solid cable is negative, and then anything with a stripe on it, color on it, is my positive. So I know that. So then I can go positive over here, negative over here, and boom. Those are plugged in and ready to plug into my source, whether that be a receiver, whether that be a home theater receiver, an amplifier. You just plug it right in and you're good to go, guys. So it does save some time. And then say at the end of the night I'm done, or say I got my home theater system and today I feel like moving my speakers into some different spots. Real easy. I'm just going to pull and those are out, and now I can move my speaker wherever I'd like. So I think they just save you some time. They are useful. are a little pricey at times. I'll leave some links of some, ones that work that are value if I can find them, and I'll leave them for you guys. Thanks for tuning in to DJ Martini Midwest Reviews, guys. Also, I am Midwest Raider as well, like I said. Check those channels out, guys. If you guys want more reviews, more tutorials, more information, tune into my DJ Martini Midwest Reviews, guys, for more reviews, tutorials, helpful videos for you guys. And thank you guys so much for tuning in, guys. This has been a quick video on some banana clips, some banana plugs, some audio connections for your home theater or for your DJ type use. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you guys have any other questions, let me know. And that's all I got for you today. Thanks for tuning in.